Brief moments of excitement with
long periods of boredom.
That sums it up. That's the entire NFL draft right there. Boy, I got to tell you, it is a long one. The NFL draft is a long process. 2 days of hurry up and wait. And for the newspaper beat writers who cover the Bucs, it's an especially tiring time. But being creative as they are, the scribes always find a way to make the time less tedious. And these are the same guys who get on you and I for watching that stuff, right? Coach Ray Perkins is joining us live from Buccaneer Place right now. Coach, we're going to talk to the viewers about the picks, but how do you feel about it? How do you sum it up from your side of the desk?
Dick, I feel very good about our draft. Of course, we won't know for another year or so exactly how we fared, but I like the young people that we drafted. I'm glad that we were able to draft in certain areas, such as the offensive line, 2 players there, 4 backs, 3 defensive linemen. We wanted some defensive help in our defensive line. We added a linebacker, and we needed a punter. And we think the guy that we drafted there in the last pick in the 4th round can be indeed that punter that we need.
Okay, and you talked about running backs. You picked up 4 of them. Now James Wilder also comes on board today as a little plus for you.
Well, James has meant a lot to the Bucs organization over the years, and I still think, you know, a lot of critics out there say he's taken a lot of hits and he's slowed down and all this kind of stuff, but all he does is keep producing, and I think he's got 2 or 3 years left in him, and I'm glad that he does. It's just a matter of getting these 4 backs in here to see if we can complement the rest of the backs that we now have and find the right combination.
Okay, great, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us. Go home and get some rest. Okay, it's been a long 2 days for him, too, you can bet. The Bucs draft, you already know everything you have to know about Paul Gruber, and Lars Tate is no stranger to SEC fans. A couple of linemen, 1 defensive and 1 offensive, put the Bucs into round 4. Michigan's punter, who the coach referred to there, Monty Robbins, will be one to watch. Another running back and a defensive lineman. Sean Lee take them through 6 rounds. In the 7th, they go for Kenny Good, a running back from Alabama. Ray Perkins didn't have to look far to find Good. Perkins coached him at Alabama before he was coming to the Bucs. Good was more productive earlier in his college career. Injuries slowed him down in his junior and senior years. But remember, that was the situation with James Wilder when he was drafted, and he has had some rather okay years. Round 8, another running back and then a defensive tackle in the 9th. Here's their sleeper pick, Frank Pillow. Get it, sleeper Pillow. Come on, it's been a long 2 days. And Victor Jones, a linebacker from Virginia Tech, finishes the Bucs picks for 88. Around the state, the Dolphins go with a couple of well-known names, Mel Bratton, the running back out of Miami, and Kerwin Bell, quarterback for the Gators. We had suspected that Bell's senior season would hurt his status in the draft. Anytime a quarterback spends more time on his back than on his feet, the rating is bound to go down. He goes to the Dolphins in the 7th round, having to make a team with Dan Marino firmly entrenched as signal caller is a tough task. He may be up to it. Miami's Alfredo Roberts is headed to Kansas City. Paul McGowan has to wait until the 9th round to be picked by the Vikings. Another surprise. Here, McGowan was lasting so long before being drafted. He was given the Butkus Award as the top linebacker in the country after his senior season, but obviously a lot of other linebackers were taken before him. The knock on McGowan is his size. He played with the best of them in college. I think he's going to have a good time in the pros. And as you can see, FSU's Martin Mayhew goes to Buffalo in the 10th. The Knowles quarterback Danny McManus gets the tutelage of Steve DeBerg in Kansas City. George Meyer, the Hurricanes, to the 49ers in the 12th. If you're sick of the draft, not much better fishing, I can tell you that. Tomorrow's kind of a down day until close to the midnight hour. Highlight today an 8-8. And good news around Baltimore, the Orioles don't play today.
That is good news, isn't it? All right, Dick, thank you.
What is it, 18 now over the weekend?
Yeah.